to talk to your partner about money while making it fun. My name is Lindsay. I'm a clinical social worker and financial therapist. And in my last video, I shared some things that you might be doing when it comes to money talk that is making the conversation tense and hard. Don't worry, this time we're going to talk about what you can actually do to talk to your partner about money. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. Quick little reminder, couples who talk about money report being happier than those who don't, but couples who fight about money have higher rates of divorce and separation. So we want to make sure we're talking to our partner about money and it's not going off the rails. And one of my favorite things to do is make sure that we're making money talk fun, because so often money talk can feel dreadful and boring and overwhelming. So we want to add in some fun when we're talking to our partner about money. Let's get into some of the tips so you can talk to your partner about money and hopefully have some fun while doing it. Number one is habit stacking. You may have heard of habit stacking before if you've ever tried to implement a behavior change or start something new. Habit stacking is where you take something that you already do, that is already a habit for you, and you stack on top of it a type of new behavior that you want to start implementing. So for example, if you want to start speaking kindly to yourself, you might habit stack saying nice things to yourself with something you're already doing every day, such as brushing your teeth. And the idea here is that you're already doing one habit, and so it makes that new habit a little bit stickier because you're stacking it on top of something that already comes naturally to you. When it comes to money talk with your partner, think about the habits that are already a part of your daily or weekly routine. Say Sunday morning coffee. Maybe that's when you cozy up on the couch, read the paper for a few minutes, and then you do a quick check-in on what's going on with your personal finances. Maybe you're a runner or a cyclist or a walker. I'm of the walking variety, and you and your partner tend to go on longer walks or runs. That could be another opportunity to talk about money while you're stacking it on top of something that you already do and starting to build that connection for your brain that money talk doesn't have to be boring or tedious. 2, start with the fun stuff first. While I know fire enthusiasts might get excited about talking about projections and the 4% rule for withdrawing their money, a lot of us just don't get super hyped up about spreadsheets and data. So instead, start where you and your partner are already seeing eye to eye and you share a vision or something like that. Of course, it is important to have a handful of financial things in place. But let's say you and your partner love traveling. It's going to be far more fun for you to talk about how to save up for that trip to South America. Maybe you told yourselves once you pay off your student loan debt, then you can adopt a dog or a cat. Start there, start at the places that are fun, that are exciting, and then what you can do over time is start transitioning towards some of those topics that might be a little bit spikier because you will have already built in this idea within your relationship that you're able to talk about money. 3, ask about your partner's dreams. Typically, when we start out dating somebody, we are asking bigger, deeper, juicier questions like, where do you want to be in 5 years? Or what's something you really want for yourself in 10 years? But as we get into the mundane things of daily living, such as grocery pickup and doing laundry and who's picking up the dogs, you know what, it can be really hard to remember that our partner continues to have goals and dreams and aspirations. And talking about money through the lens of how does this support your dreams or your goals can help to make money talk fun. Maybe when you first started dating, your partner said, I would love to do a sabbatical every 7 years, even if they don't work in academia. And that was something that you're like, oh yeah, that's cute, but that's never gonna happen. When was the last time you checked in with them and said, hey, are you still interested in doing a sabbatical? And maybe that helps to spark the conversation around it. And maybe you even get out some dreaded spreadsheets and take a look at, is this possible for us? Maybe you find out that you can't take a full self-funded sabbatical, but maybe you find that you have enough money to do a sabbatical for a summer, or you are able to connect with your employer and dial down your working hours to 20 a week so you can work abroad and have a mini sabbatical, or at least the opportunity to live somewhere else. Tapping into your partner's goals and dreams and then layering money on top of it can be a great way to deepen intimacy and make money talk fun. Number 4, engage in some friendly competition. You can either be lovingly competing against one another or on the same team working toward a shared goal. But if you are of the competitive spirit, this could really work well for you. You could do something like gamify a budget or a savings goal or a debt paydown plan. You could also do something like a no spend month. I mentioned that in the 37 ways to practice financial self-care video, that challenging yourself to a no spend month, particularly when you're in a partnership, can be a creative way to think about how can we connect with one another if our go-to is going out to dinner on Friday nights? Can we stream a movie instead? Can we make popcorn on the stove? Can we do something like that to help deepen our connection without dropping a lot of money on dates? Another fun challenge idea could be like a side hustle month. You could spend a month, each of you side hustling and taking those winnings, if you will, and putting it toward one of those fun goals that I mentioned in step 2. So maybe that money goes towards paying off some of those student loans and you're that much closer to adopting Fido and bringing them home. You can also do things like create gift limit budgets for one another. So when it comes to holidays or birthdays or things where you tend to maybe spend extravagantly, see what happens if you set a $25 or $50 gift limit. How creative can you and your partner get? This helps to kind of spark that creativity, get a little bit of friendly competition going, and showing you and your partner that you can do money stuff and make it fun. Tip number 5 is to cheer each other on. Sometimes we forget how important it is to cheer on our partners the way that we would other people in our lives. This could be simply expressing your gratitude toward them. Thank you so much for doing the research on finding financial planners. That was a huge time saver, and I know how much effort that was, is an example of a way to cheer them on. Another way to cheer them on is like when they experience a big win. Maybe they get a pay raise at work or they land a new job. That is where celebrating and toasting with a mocktail or cocktail, making sure that you're continually cheering each other on around those financial wins helps. Saying something like, I love how you take the time to compare groceries at different stores and get us the best deal. Taking the time to cheer each other on can help deepen and strengthen your partnership and make money talk fun. In the next video, we're going to be talking about money dates and how we can take some of the things from this video plus the one before and to create a routine of talking about money in a healthy way and deepening your relationship. I'll see you there.